Digital health funding continues to smash new records each quarter, as venture-backed companies raised $14.7 billion in the first half of the year. That sum already surpasses the total venture funding raised in all of 2020, according to a new report from venture firm Rock Health. The COVID-19 pandemic has fueled the adoption of new digital health technologies, which already set an all-time high venture funding record of $6.7 billion in the first quarter of 2021. Rock Health's CEO Bill Evans says that while even he was a bit surprised by such a huge increase compared to last year, the fundamentals checked out. "We saw pace increase and size per round increase," says Evans. This translated to an average of 11 digital health deals totaling $548 million each week in the first 6 months of the year, compared to an average of 7 deals totaling $285 million in the second half of 2020. There were 48 megadeals so far this year totaling more than $100 million each, according to the report. The weight loss app Noom led the pack, raising $540 million in May at a valuation of $3.7 billion, according to Bloomberg. Virtual primary care and pharmacy startup RO was a close second with a $500 million round at a valuation of $5 billion, and the AI drug discovery company Insitro took third place with its $400 million round. These mega rounds and multi-billion-dollar valuations were non-existent just a few years ago, but that's because the sector was in its infancy, says Evans. At that time there was a baby boom of digital health startups that are now in later stage growth, raising C, D and E rounds. It takes a lot of capital to take a functioning, productive business and scale it, he adds. LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman coined a term known as blitzscaling, which is evident in the current market. The idea being, you have to outscale the competition, and that drives competition, explains Evans. There is perhaps no better embodiment of this approach today than Tiger Global, the behemoth investment firm that's been blitz funding its way as an investor in 14 digital health deals totaling $1.8 billion so far this year, according to Rock Health's analysis. Tiger's investments include Virta Health, Cedar, Rightway and Innovaccer, all companies valued at over $1 billion. In addition to the upward trajectory in funding rounds and valuations, Rock Health is also predicting the flurry of M&A activity to continue. There were a large number of companies that were founded that are fantastic but may not scale as well on a standalone basis as they do within a larger consolidated play, says Evans. There were an average of 22 digital health acquisitions a month so far in 2021, nearly double last year's monthly average. While there's been a tremendous increase in digital health funding over the past year, there is still plenty of room to grow, says Evans. At $3.9 trillion, healthcare spending represents around 19% of US GDP.